everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I am going to show you an updated prepper pantry tour. We have some new things going on downstairs and I wanted to update you on what we are doing, how we are keeping things stored, how we are organizing things, and we've rearranged a few items. So I wanted to take you along and show you what we're doing down there. Please don't forget, if you have any questions, to drop them in the comment box down below. This is an inviting community full of constructive criticism. So if you see something in my prepper pantry that you don't do, that's totally fine. Every prepper pantry is unique and different. It is special to the person or family that is creating it. So if you see anything in my pantry that could use some improvement, I would love your feedback on that. And without further ado, let's get right into this tour. We have quite the operation happening. We have some shelves that we're on. Wow, we have a dinosaur for $11.75 at Target. That is amazing. Okay. We have this area to work with, more storage there. Gotta go through some things. We have extra storage in here. And then through here, this is what we really have to organize and go through. We have some water happening, but I'd really like to just get these shelves all organized. So I am going to show you how I do that. I'm going to do some long-term storage too. I'll show you how I do that. And then I will give you a final tour of what we're working with right now. So we've been stocking up again for around 2.5 years on a budget, and this is what we've accumulated. This is our working prepper pantry. We have a few pantries happening in the home, so we are, I would say relatively new to this, but I'm confident in our food storage, so pretty excited. Let me show you how I'm going to organize the items that I got to start organizing, and I hope that you can do this too on a budget. And I actually know that you can do this, because if I can, you can.
Something's in the air. I can feel it.
All right, now that we have a blank space to work with, I am going to put some of our long-term things and water towards the back, and then I was going to make I don't know, some sort of fun little fort for the kids to come into and do like a lamp to kind of conceal it, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I will show you how that goes. We have a lot of camping gear. I love you too. And snowboard gear, all of the backpacking stuff. We love the outdoors. We don't do it as much as we used to, but we should. So I'm gonna get that together, get everything built up, and I'll show you the next step.
I've been down, so down, and I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
So right now, friends, this is what we're working with. Both shelves have been adjusted. I have tried every which way with these. This is how they're gonna go. It works the best. We have some of our water supply in here and some backup camping gear, extra tents, extra chairs, extra thermal blankets, sleeping bags, things like that. Our hiking packs are going to be separate. And then on these shelves, I really think I'm going to split the prepper pantry and keep most of the food on that area except for long-term storage, and we'll get to that in a second. But here I want to do backup medications, things of that nature. It's just easier to put the lock on this door here just in case the kids got into it. I don't think this will be their fort area unless, I'm down here. They have the entire basement, outside, garage, their rooms, everywhere to have a fort. We just would value this storage area a little more for more storage for our prepper pantry. But I am going to probably put my Mylar food storage in here, as well as my buckets. I have 3, so they'll be right here. And then I could put, actually I have 6, so I could put the 3 stacked like that, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm a little out of breath here, but let me show you what this looks like with all of the extra stuff on it.
is the way that you left me. Side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me. Ooh, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and
Okay, I am gonna start the tour now. Everything is organized how I want it to be. I have my spotlight on so you can see a little better. And like I said in the beginning, whatever kind of storage you have will work for this. Anywhere where you can get extra food in, extra supplies is really fine in my book. So I'm gonna take you on a little tour here. And this is updated. I've done one before. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too echoey in here. But in here, I did end up putting our canned foods. These hold 40 pounds each. So on the bottom, I have marinara sauces. I have the Alfredo sauces, artichokes, pickles, olives, things of that nature. I do have some grab and go soup mixes. That video is listed in my emergency preparedness playlist. You'll have to find that, but I made these. They're really easy to make. You just keep all of your ingredients, add some water, and you're good to go. Things like chicken noodle soup, enchilada soup, 7-bean soup. There's just so many different items. Moving up to the next shelf, I have crushed tomatoes, coconut milk, Chef Boyardee. I always buy whatever is on sale. So we have so many varieties in here. I've been asked before why I don't can. It's just something that I don't do anymore. I'm capable of doing it, and I might get back into it soon, but for personal reasons, I am choosing to freeze dry or use my freezer, which we'll probably end up doing because we are gonna get a generator. So I'm really excited about that. Anyways, there's canned pumpkin over there, enchilada sauce, things of that nature. Up here, I have some sliced beets, carrots, French now green beans, our favorite, some more crushed tomato sauce, sauerkraut, chili beans, and you guessed it, more green beans. And then water. You will see some water here. I have 2 cases of 32, but then if you can see behind there, this is all stacked. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cases of water, plus what we have in our bug out bags, which are right here. There's 4 of them. There's actually 3 because Delilah won't be able to carry one in the event of an emergency. But in the bug out bag, you can see more in detail. My video is linked in the emergency preparedness video, but in that bug out bag, we have those life straws. We have water filters if ever we needed to get to the river and have some long-term water. We actually did go through that. There was significant flooding in my town back home in PA, which happens quite frequently, and I think it was our junior year of college, and I remember National Guard bringing in like huge things of water, and we were able to go and grab some from there. So in the event of an emergency, I would hope that that would be the case, but if not, we have a water source next to us. The river's about a half mile down the road, so there's that, plus our drinking water, plus our life straws, plus our water bottles, plus our filters, many different things. We're in the market for a Berkey too. I'd love to have one of those. But water sources back there, sleeping bags, tents, extras of that, thermal blankets, like I said, bug out bags. We do have some snowboarding gear in there as well, just because there's not really a lot of space. And then starting here, we do have that Mylar bag storage I think I showed you. So I just put them in the Mylar bag. I mean, basically everything except for sugar. I put 2 oxygen absorbers in for these big guys here. You really have to look up your bag and your oxygen absorbers and what cc they are, but I put those in here. We have rice, beans, there's flour in there, just the basics. But yeah, I put this in the 4 Patriots little bag, or sorry, box here, and then I seal it. I just heat set that with my hair straightener, but you could do whatever you would like. Label it, put the date on it, and you should be good. I try and keep food that will store indefinitely in there. So I do a lot of research on that. The LDS Church actually has a lot of information when it comes to that. I am not affiliated, but I just wanted to let you know if you're ever curious about long-term food storage. They're the best ones to ask, I feel like. And then on the bottom here in the mason jars, I have those larger sugars. Again, no oxygen absorber in there. I have some rice. I do have some of my tinctures in here, some rose tincture, yarrow. I think that's it. I do have some cannabis in there. I also have some rice in here with the oxygen absorbers in there. And then moving up a shelf, I have some pinto beans with the oxygen absorber in there. I think, yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 of those. And on top of the lid there, I just have the date. And then over here, I have just some more cans because I ran out of room. Tomato sauce, chili beans, things of that nature. And then up here's kind of my random shelf. I have coffee, Advil, fire starters, coconut oil, Castile soap, things that I can make my own shampoos and soaps and things of that nature with. But a lot of the dried florals will be down here, some calendula, just all of the things that I'm growing in my apothecary garden will kind of take this shelf and the shelf above this, and then probably some storage over here. I do have some paper plates, cups, knives, spoons, forks. I should probably get more of those, but it's just not something I guess I think of when it comes to preparedness, but I should. And then behind there, I do have some just foil, saran wrap, plastic bags, things like that. And that is it for this closet. I'm pretty happy with it. I can shut the door, I can see where things are, and that's really all I need, things that I can see, so my mind stays organized if you're anything like me. All right, I might have to voice this over if I hear this and think the audio is terrible, but this is my other food storage prepper pantry. I took the lids off so you can see, but there's normally a lid there. I have extra appliances on the bottom, Christmas decorations of course, but the grunt of it is going to be some shelf-stable foods and things of that nature. So in here I do have some, let's see if I can slide this out, there we go. I have some sauces, hot sauce, sriracha, soy sauce, there's tamari in there. I have liquid aminos as well. I have honey mustard sauce. I have random polenta, not necessary to put in here. I mean, there's really no method to the madness as long as I can see it. That was important to me. I have some ramen in there, and then on the bottom I have those shelf-stable proteins, tunas, chickens, beefs, pork, I think there's mackerel in there, sardines, and then I also have some extra nuts in there, walnuts, pecans. I have pumpkin seeds in there, almonds. I go through a lot of nuts being a plant-based eater, so I really should stock up on more of those. I also have jackfruit on the bottom there. Then moving over, I do have the world's largest box of mashed potatoes. Just kidding, that's probably one of the smaller ones, but this is the large one from Great Value. I do have some regular the regular potatoes. I do have some MREs from 4 Patriots. I have some Progresso soup mixes as well as the Bear Creeks. I do have some of these. It's like the, what are they called? Knorr sides, just the store brand version. I have some skillets, cheeseburgers, chickpea masala, and then the easy pastaronis, fettuccine, all those like easy meals for a side. You could bulk up with potatoes and extra protein, things of that nature. I have rice in there, macaroni and cheese, 45 cents at Walmart, and I've been told it tastes identical, but I am not a boxed mac and cheese connoisseur, so not sure. There's jambalaya rice in there as well. And then moving up, we have, I think we could just see it from here actually. We have couscous. We have all of our dried milks in there. Oat milk for my daughter, although I really would like to start storing more oats. I know y'all will be happy about that, just so I can make my own oat flour and oat milk and we won't have to worry about this. This is coconut milk, veggie broth all the way across. I keep the regular glass jars, but they do not go on sale a lot, and I can pick these up for $1 at my Kroger when they do go on sale. I have some Indian fry bread mix. We really love this, so there's a few boxes of that in there. Some evaporated milk powder. I have pizza crust in here, popcorn. I have my extra quinoas, and then this whole back row here is going to be my pastas, things that didn't fit in the Mylar bags. So spaghettis, rotinis, lentil pastas, just really anything across the board there. I think there's a few lasagnas in there too, but things like that. Next, we just had some extra water, and then this is my random shelf, places that don't have a home yet. So I have this shelf-stable milk for the kids. Definitely need more of that. I have the 4 Patriots survival shake mix, just some extra cereal, and I believe this is, yeah, Kodiak cakes, just some flapjack and waffle mix. And then our staples, we have garbanzo beans there, green beans, and I want to say, what else do we have? Oh, we just have canned corn. That surprises me because we don't like canned corn, so I must have picked it up on a sale. But typically we're keeping a lot of garbanzo beans and a lot of green beans because we all love it. Next up, things that I need to put in more Mylar: cane sugar, bread flour, einkorn flour, and then extra sugar right there. We are artists, like I discussed. I have chemicals, printmaking oils, things of that nature, exposure unit materials, not really related here, but in the event of emergency, I could develop some film for y'all down here. We do have some of these Moderna pastas. I always pick these up. If you're new here, I'm just like, they're so cheap and they're so fun for the kids. So I have the stars in there, and then I do have the Knorr sopas, I think is what you would call it, but they're all these like shelf-stable soups that you can bulk up. I love these because you can just put so many vegetables and meats and just some fun things in there, beans, extra noodles, and it makes a really great meal, and it can have a lot of leftovers. And then we do have some dried lentils in here, and some of those like soup bean mixes that have the flavor packet in there that I just don't feel comfortable putting in a Mylar bag, but if you do, that's fine too. And then you saw me putting spices in there, gravy mixes, Alfredo mix, pesto, all the dried ingredients. I love getting spices on sale because in the event of an emergency, we'll need some flavor in our lives. And that is it. For food wise, I know I touched on other items, of course. You know, you're gonna need some protection, things that you're comfortable with. You'll probably need water, like we touched on, some food, some of your kids' favorite activities. If it's just you solo, maybe, I don't know, some first aid. I mean, first aid is for everybody, but if you're just by yourself, I would feel more comfortable with some extra first aid, things of that nature. Advil, kids' medicines, vitamins that you take every day, supplements, and the list goes on. I have so many videos on this, so please double check that emergency preparedness playlist. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. We would love it if you became part of our YouTube family. And please remember, I take no offense to any constructive criticism. So something that you may do different, something that you have seen on your shelves that you're stocking up on that maybe I don't have a lot of, anything really. I think we all learn a lot from each other. It's a really great community we have down in the comments. So any suggestions that you have that are positive and kind, I would love that. All right, we are outside now. I am including this in my emergency food storage, having a garden and shelves full of seeds, things that you can plant. I am not an expert. I wing it every single time. It's such a learning experience, but I get a lot of our food from our garden for the year. So there are some items in here. We have marigolds, we have bell peppers, a lot of tomatoes so we can do those sauces, a lot of squash because squash grows amazing here in northern Colorado. So we have a bunch of squashes in there, zucchini. We love cabbage. We put it on just about everything. I feel like every dish that I grew up on had some sort of sauteed cabbage in it. We have sunflowers that we can do a lot with. I'm actually curious about some sunflowers this year, thinking that, sorry about that ugly tarp, thinking that maybe we can use the stalks and grind them down to a flour. The woman I mentioned before who eats the sunflower leaves actually does that. So, and then I have some CBD plants here, some autoflowers coming up. Look how cute they are. We have some pole beans. Here's the difference. I didn't use compost with these because I ran out. I wasn't trying to do some grand experiment, but I used compost with those. So they're like, I don't know, 2-3 feet away from each other, and same sun, same water, everything. I think compost makes a huge difference, so that's up to you. We have onions growing in here. Onions are awesome. I'm gonna braid them and put them down in the prepper pantry. They should last pretty good with what we have down there. Onions all around here. More cabbage. Over here we have pineapple sage. I drink that in tea. Love pineapple sage, helps with anxiety. If you haven't started an apothecary garden, that would be a fun place to start. You could do that in your kitchen if you wanted. Here is some cabbage here. We have purple coneflower, echinacea, really fabulous. This is what it looks like when it blooms. It gets a little darker than that, so I'll probably wait on that one. More sunflowers. Snapdragons are just pretty to look at. I have a few different varieties in here. Very beautiful colors. Over here, we have more broccoli coming. If you are new here, we use some pressed soil from the Dollar Tree, and we did broccoli seeds. So here they are coming up. We'll see if they actually work. Brussels sprouts, potatoes. We're big potato people, being plant-based. So we have a bunch of those. They're probably ready here real soon. And then we have pumpkins over here. They're coming through. The aphids got to this one. I think I showed everyone the other day. Look. Something ripped it right out of the ground there. I don't think it was any type of worm or anything. Or maybe, look at that, right in the middle. Huh, I don't know, you tell me, you tell me. That was kind of a bummer to see, but the other ones are going strong. We have some broccoli right here, carrots, beets in the back. Then over here we have some greens planted. We have some coming through here, kale. We have some arugula and things of that nature. So, hope this was okay. I wanted to point it out there. Yarrow over there, really great, really good stuff. Lavender as well, but we have a lot going on out here, and I wanted to include this in my emergency preparedness little tour here, my prepper pantry tour, because this is a big part of it. Alrighty everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you got some ideas to create your own prepper pantry. Please remember, not all pantries are a one-size-fits-all. Please do what you know your family is going to use. Please do what you are comfortable with. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.